my lovelies. Elsie here with a collective reading. That's right. That's why I haven't time-stamped it, is because this is a collective reading. It is not about you. It's about everybody. So put on your intuitive hat. I'll call it the signs and symbols as we need to know them in order for you to know what's going on. You know what I was feeling as I meditated before this reading? I'm feeling like there's a collective shift coming. It feels like there is this big shift that's coming from feeling stuck, feeling powerless, like I can't do anything. Like I feel like there's people who feel like their hands are tied. It's like a situation that's been going on and on, and you're not able to get out of the cycle. It's like you're running the hamster wheel. It's time to get off. That's what it feels like. So let's find out what's going on here. Let's talk about it. We will use these oracles here. Let's find out what's going on for the collective, please. Tell me about collective energy. Thank you so much for all the attention on the last video. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for the thumbs up and being in the comments. I like to be in the comments too. Thanks for being there. All right. We've got miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. And I feel like for some of you that you don't believe in miracles, you don't believe in change. I do see it in the comments sometimes, and not everybody can be in that place at the same time, but I feel like for some of you, you're thinking it would take a damn miracle for something to happen here. But I'm going to tell you, expect the wondrous to emerge. If you're the person who's on track, who's been really working on yourself and doing whatever you need to do in order to be happy with who you are, I feel like you are working towards some sort of something that is going to emerge for you that you haven't seen. Because this person here, yep, they're rubbing the rubbing the lamp here, but I also feel like it's dark, right? Which could be moon energy. So I feel like it's dark, that there are miracles that are about to emerge. And as I'm doing these readings here today, I'm getting more of a new year energy from them. One more. We have taking shelter. The answers are within. So for those of you who are struggling a little bit, I feel like that the answers are within. It's going to take a lot more meditation. It's going to take a lot more prayers, whatever it is that you do, to connect with your source. The answers are within. This feels like the hermit energy, right? You must go into hermit mode. It wasn't until I went into hermit mode that I really was able to hear what was going on within me. And you know, the corporate world is designed to drown all of that out, right? It's so to keep you moving, to keep you doing, to keep you contributing. That's the MO of the Matrix, right? And I feel like for some of you, it's like you need to take shelter, or, you know, instead of taking a week off and trying to shove everything possibly that you can of activities in that week, maybe it's time to just take the phone off the hook, shut the phone off, whatever it is, and it's time to go within. Yeah. Because when we go into hermit mode, it's for self-preservation reasons. It's because something is going on in our environment that is not conducive to happiness. You go inside to find where the happiness is. We've got watching clouds. We've got lie back, rest, and relax. I really do feel like for some of you, if you're the person who usually, and I know people like this in my life who still work in the corporate world, that they figure when they're off work that they have to shove activities into every second of the time that they're not off work, because they feel like they're not getting the maximum in their lifetime. Do you know what I mean? They don't want to sit around because I can't just work, eat, and sleep. But then they start over scheduling themselves. Yeah. And you can't hear yourself. It drowns you out. The world drowns us out, and that's what it's designed for, to drown us out, to make us follow, so we're not thinking for ourselves, so we're just following the crowd. Tell me more. Tell me more for the collective, please. We've got fear, and we have imagination. So fear says, I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. I kind of like that because we have miracles, right? And it feels like somebody is about to, someone here something is about beautiful is about to emerge for you. And I think that you've had a fear that it wasn't for you, and so that's why you didn't manifest it, or it wasn't for you, so that's why you didn't hope for it. I want to say that that all comes from fear. And the reason people don't move forward in their lives is primarily because of fear, because they don't want change. They have fear of change. And they know that if they change and no one else around them changes, that they're going to have to move out of that vibration on their own. And that can be a little scary. So we have imagination. It says, embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. There it is. Because I feel like when you're taking shelter, this tells me that you're going within to learn something new. You're using your imagination. You're using the mind. And I feel like it's like somebody who gets... I'm always talking about Brene Brown and how she saved my life along with Eckhart Tolle. That it's like you get a bunch of books from self-help books, and you start reading them. But I think it's time for you to go within and gain some wisdom about your path, because people along the way in our lives, collective, they will bring us off the path so we can be on their path because they want us with them, but their path isn't necessarily where we're supposed to be. Bottom of the deck, it says grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. It feels like somebody here is going through the grief of losing a job, a loved one, a family member. And I don't mean to death. I mean, like maybe you are, taking shelter and you're starting to see things for what they are. You're finding your light. You're realizing that you don't want to be in this vibration of fear. All right. Let's figure out what's going on here with tarot. Tell me about the collective, please. Tell me about miracles. What miracle is about to emerge? It says here, expect the wondrous to emerge. It's kind of exciting energy. I feel it. All right. It's like something you never ever thought would happen. It's a damn miracle. We've got the Queen of Swords. It feels like someone is about to liberate themselves from a situation. And in doing that, it feels like someone is learning how to speak their truth, how to be really honest with people. And I think it's miraculous because the person I'm connecting with, I think, is someone who has been quiet and let people do what they want to do and has not said anything. We have the Ace of Wands. For some of you, you have a fear of your own passions, of your own creativity, about moving forward alone, about falling in love, about passion and love. Because it says here, this says, I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. We've got red and purple here. That's the root chakra and the third eye. So it feels like there are some sort of passions that maybe you've unblocked the third eye or the root chakra. Take it as it resonates, but there is passion to be had here. Answers are within, and the sun shows up. Yeah, a little bit of stars in that lantern, right? The sun shining. And so I feel like the sun is here to say that the answers are within and you will find them. If you decide to spend some time alone, I'm not saying you got to do it for a whole week, but maybe even a couple of days, go off grid, shut off Facebook, don't go on Insta, like stop answering messages, put your phone on Do Not Disturb and just spend some time with you. I feel like you're about to realize some things about yourself. Tell me about imagination. Got the Fool. You're imagining things. Look, when the pardon me, when the athletes in the Olympics, we see people that are accomplishing incredible feats, right? Completely incredible feats when we watch the Olympics. And I would say probably 50% of the time is working out for them. If they're doing a physical thing all the time, skiing or gymnastics or whatever it is, but also they are imagining winning because they've realized that if you can't imagine it, if you can't sit still for a moment and imagine yourself at the top of the hill, going down the hill and getting around all of the pylons, you're just not going to win. If you can't imagine it, you can't have it. So I feel like somebody here is about to imagine having some sort of a new beginning or a new chapter beginning. And I want to say, because the Fool is sort of got their hand up here to the sun, I feel like the new beginning is the clarity of self, is the realization and the wisdom that you gain from going in by yourself and not letting anyone into that egg that you're creating for at least a couple days. We have the Four of Cups. Yeah, I feel like it's here where you need to be in order to make some decisions. The Four of Cups, I mean, you don't want to live there. You can pop a tent, but you don't want to live there. The Four of Cups is a little bit of boredom, but it's also kind of contemplation. It's looking over things. Sometimes the Four of Cups is necessary to get a really good look at, you know, the emotional self. We've got 3 cups here. We've got an Ace of Cups here. This person thinking about maybe giving someone their cup, but there's 2 cups. Am I in love? Am I not? Is the cup empty? It's contemplation, right? And the Hierophant. What's best for you? Thinking about the higher self. What path do you want to be on? So we do have Taurus energy here. We have Aries. We have Leo. We have Libra energy, but also Aquarius and Gemini energy. We have Aries energy. All right. Yeah, we'll clarify with something else. Here we go. All right. Tell me about this miracle. Somebody's going to say something to you, or you're going to say something to someone else. Something is going to emerge through truth. Someone is going to be honest with you, or you're just going to be honest with someone else. Tell me why the Queen of Swords is here with miracles, please. The truth is about to appear, and I think that you're going to think it's a miracle that someone spoke up or said something. But I feel as though what you're saying is like, you can see her hand is open here and she's holding up the sword. It's like, yeah, come forward, but know that I'm holding up the Ace of Swords. Know that if you come toward me, you got to give me clarity. You got to give me honesty and truth, or I'm not ready to talk to you. Tell me about the Queen of Swords, please. We have the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is in the reverse. So it feels like you are going to be speaking with someone that it feels like you were not getting reciprocity from in the past. We do have the World card, and there was a closing. You learned a lesson here. It feels like that. I want to say that you're maybe an overgiver. You're someone who is constantly reaching out to them. Do you want to come over? Do you want to do things? Do you want to, maybe you're the one that was in a relationship and always planning the dates and the other person wasn't doing their part. I feel like you're over that. I want to say, I feel like you've learned your lesson and it's time to, it's like an accomplishment. I want to say this is a great accomplishment for someone here. That they are speaking up and deciding you're going to say no. If you're not giving me reciprocity, then, you know, she's got her hand like, come forward, but she's got the sword up. I'm going to give you the truth. I've got the 8 of Cups. So I want to say that somebody who has emotionally disconnected from you is about to reemerge in your life. And it's a damn miracle. You didn't think you'd ever hear from this person because the last conversation you had might have been very honest with them, and maybe somebody got their feelings hurt. I want to say that you are not taking anybody's crap anymore, collective. Whoever this is, you're not taking anybody's crap anymore. And I don't think you mean to be mean about it, but I do think you mean to be assertive. So the Queen, being assertive, says, yeah, come forward. Absolutely. I'm inviting you to come forward. Her hand is out, right? But she's also knows that she can no longer lie to herself. She can't lie to herself. So I feel like some of you may have had an ending with a Scorpio, a Taurus, an Aquarius, or a Leo. This person pulled away from you energetically, and I think they're about to reemerge. And it's going to surprise you because I don't think you're expecting to see them. But I feel because this person has not given you any reciprocity or any balance for a really long time, that you're going to say to them, yeah, come on in, have a seat, but don't expect me to be any less than honest with you. Because I think you're over it. You're over people taking advantage of you. And your kindness. All right, let's talk about fear. So it says, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. And so I feel that the Queen of Swords is here, feeling like, oh, I feel like I'm a terrible person because I'm just speaking in swords. But I honestly feel what you really want is to be in the energy of love. Tell me more about the Ace of Wands here. Feels like there's somebody coming in to ask you if you want to be on a new path here. Somebody who could be a Taurus. They don't have to be. But we have also, this Hierophant does represent being on a path that you don't plan on veering off of. It's also about the knowing, right? Having the higher self and depending on the higher self to tell you what's going on, doing the things that for yourself that are of the higher self energy. We've got the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. So I want to say that you are testing your resolve to live in the energy of love, but you have fear because you've been hurt so many times before. People get close to you, you're the overgiver, they take what they need, and then they slide along. And I want to say that you're kind of standing your ground. I see the Hierophant as being Taurus, kind of standing ground and saying, look, this is who I am. I want a commitment. I'm not going to say sorry about that. And the 7 of Swords tells me that this person has never really said that to you, that they actually want a commitment from you, or it feels like somebody is coming forward. It could be in Aries. It doesn't have to be, but the Ace of Wands is here. Somebody is coming forward that wants to begin a new path with you. And you're in the Hierophant energy of wait. I'm not making any quick movements here, Ace of Wands. I'm not moving quickly. I am checking with the higher self. I'm going to respond to you. I'm not going to react. I feel like you've missed this person. The 5 of Cups says that there's a bit of sadness about the 7 of Swords, that you know that this person is not being honest with you or hasn't been in the past. And I think you love them. I think that you have love energy for them. Tell me about the 7 of Swords. What's this person been concealing from the collective, please? Somebody here has been stuck in some sort of an energy, but they've had some kind of a realization. There is something that is a shocking change. I'm telling you, it's a damn miracle. Somebody is showing up. It's a shocking change of mind. Somebody who had been stuck, who has been possibly lying to you, but the 7 of Swords is also about something that's being concealed. And so if they're not lying to you, it's something that they've never said to you. So they've never said it out loud. But I feel with the Scorpio energy here, it tells me it's a shocking change. It's changing the ending. That somebody here is showing up after some sort of really painful and terrible ending. This person has been stuck in this energy for a while, and that's why the Tower is here. It feels like a standoff between you and someone else where we weren't talking, we had an ending, and now there's some shocking change of events that are going on here. This person who wasn't being honest with you, I think, is showing up to give you some honesty. Tell me about the Tower, please. There it is, the 3 of Cups. They're going to show you their feelings. They want this to be a celebratory time for you two to get back together. But we can't ignore the 10 of Swords is here. I feel like this is shocking to you. This person shows up and you're shocked that they show up, and they still carry this Ace of Wands. They're very attracted to you. They have a lot of passion for you. They're ready to go on some sort of new path of passion. I want to say that they show up and they don't even acknowledge that you've been in the 5 of Cups about the situation. Tell me about the Sun. So I think that's why you go within, because you need a minute. You need a minute to think about it, because you didn't expect this, for sure not. Let's tell me about the Sun, please. And the answers are within. We have the Lovers. So the truth is, the sun is shining on the fact that this person is someone that you would choose. It's also someone that you feel is a very deep soul connection. It could be the King of Pentacles that's showing up. The King of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but someone who is ready to settle down. Someone who's ready to settle down, someone who's ready to give stability. The King of Pentacles is the one of all the kings that is very grown. So this one wants to be a father, wants to have a home, wants to provide for the person that lives with them, the people that live with them. This person, I feel, is someone that is quite wealthy or very balanced in their pentacle energy. And you're thinking it over. You're thinking it over because I feel like there was a terrible ending between you and this person. I feel like you're going into hermit mode to gain some wisdom from the Hanged Man energy. Should I make this sacrifice? I need to see it from another perspective. I need to think about it. I need to think about all that I've built up to here, right? You could be the Taurus, the Virgo, or the Capricorn. We've got Gemini energy here as well. It might be a Leo that's showing up for some of you because the sun is here. But I feel like the sun is here to give you great clarity. I feel like you are going into hermit mode with your wisdom to try and find an answer about this person that's showing up in your life, no matter who they are. So look, can you imagine yourself on this new path with them? Because I think that's what they're about to ask you. Because it says here, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. For some of you, in your imagination, you've been imagining this moment. You've been imagining this moment and what would happen. If they did show up, what would I say? It feels like you're the person who wants to win the race. So you've been going over every possible scenario that the King of Pentacles could throw at you. I feel like you're looking at every possible direction. If they say this, I'll say that. But maybe they'll say this and maybe I'll say that. So I feel that with this imagination, that you've already imagined yourself in this taking shelter energy, this Virgo energy here. I feel like you've already gone over the scenario. What would I do if this person ever came to me and said to me, I want you. Will you go on this path with me? Tell me about the Fool, please. I think for a lot of you, because this is a collective reading, I'm feeling the collective is going to make a huge decision to take a leap of faith with someone that they've loved forever. Someone wants to have this new beginning in love. They're coming in with all the guns loaded. Like they're coming in with the love gun loaded. They're coming in with the passion gun loaded. I feel somebody is ready to take a leap of faith. And I think that you are ready to take a leap of faith as well. I think that you've imagined this for a long time. We have the Six of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. And for others of you, you're going to be, no, I can't do it. I'm already happy. I waited for you and waited for you. I had to make my own happiness. I already have my wish fulfillment. And I don't need any more burdens. I don't need to be carrying anyone else's burdens. It feels like you have become happy after a traumatic past, or maybe after a situation with this person, and you don't see them coming. It's a lot of energy of you don't understand or see that this person not only has romantic feelings for you, but they got the whole big love for you as well. Some of you could be dealing with Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. We've got Pisces and Cancer in the moon energy. So I want to say that for some of you, you're going to jump right in and take the leap of faith. For others of you, the Six of Swords tells me, well, I feel like for those of you who are jumping in, that the Six of Swords is here to tell me that you are moving on. You're moving on with this person. And the Five of Pentacles tells me that you're still not completely decided about it. You're worried that something bad is going to happen. But I think for others of you, you're just going to, the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Swords tells me that you're moving on and you're going to be in total disconnection with this person. For those of you who are going to take the leap of faith, what's going to happen here? We have the Temperance. You're going to get balance. You're going to get balance from the heartache or the heartbreak that was caused in the past by this person, and you're going to heal with them. For others of you, I feel like the Six of Swords and the Five of Pentacles tells me that you have imagined that when they would come to the door, you'd say, no, brah, no thanks, I'm good to go. And they probably are coming to your house. We've got the Four of Wands. So somebody's probably showing up. And for those of you, use your logic. If they're across the world or, live thousands of miles from you, of course, they're probably not going to show up at your house. But what I want to say is that this person's offering stability and you're like, no, I don't believe that you're offering me stability. Some of you are going to move on and just leave the house empty. The King of Wands. So it could be someone who's Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Someone who is inspired to come forward is the person. So some of you are going to say yes, because the yes answer is with Temperance. And the Three of Swords tells me there's healing in this broken heart. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like there's healing. There's whatever you didn't know or whatever you felt they were hiding from you. Seven of Swords. I feel like this is about to be healed. I think that you're worried about them not being honest with you about their feelings from the beginning, but this is a soulmate connection, right? This is a power couple. We know how to grow money. We know how to build money. We know how to build a life together. I feel like somebody here is going to tell you, I'm worried about my stability in, you know, the stability that you have for me in terms of romance, because you never gave me that before. But I think somebody has grown up here a little bit. It's going to be different for all of you. We've got Pisces energy. I think I said we got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yep, I've got them all. Yep, there it is. Ace of Wands. For some of you, you're going to take the Ace of Wands. You're going to take the challenge and you're going to go for it. There's the Four of Cups. Somebody's pulling you out of the Four of Cups. And it might be somebody who is a fire sign, right? And I think it's going to happen fairly quickly for most of you. Others of you, I think that's where it ends. You're just going to shut the door and it's done. And then you're going to have to go through the stages of grief. And that's healing as well. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I appreciate you. Happy holidays, y'all. And I'll be back, of course, with the sneak peek for the week. Love you guys. I'm out. Bye-bye.